I had this conversation with a musician friend of mine the other day. He mostly plays at churches. Churches? What? I have the worst British accent ever. What? As we were talking, we got on the topic of greeters. For those of you who are not familiar with greeters, a greeter is one of those zombified people that are throwing pamphlets at you as you walk through the door of a church building. As the conversation went on, we were both talking about how we've had a lot of experiences with greeters. I'm currently like 150 miles from my church. This guy probably plays at like 5 different churches too. So let's just say we've had some experiences dealing with these people. Here's a little disclaimer here. If this is what you do, I'm not mocking you, I promise. This is just for comedy. But I'm kind of also mocking you. In my experience, there are 3 types of greeters. Number 1, do I really have to do this? Oftentimes, these are the ones who the wife drug them into doing it. These are the most fun, because usually you can find them posted up next to the community donut plate, still slightly hungover from the night of partying beforehand. So what I like to do is try and be as loud as possible and shake their hand really hard. You can just see it in their face, just, oh, I don't want to be here. And to be honest, who really wants to be up at 8:30 on a Sunday? So I just realized I'm kind of mean to them. Greeter number 2. Now on the opposite end of the spectrum, you have the overzealous door greeter. Now these are the people that I try to avoid. These are the people with the glass-faced expressions that make you question everything good you believe about humanity. It's not that they don't want to be there, they really want to be there. They just kind of don't care. When I see these people, I try to not make eye contact with them. That's how I walk when I try to not make eye contact with you. And I'm sorry that I feel this way, but it looks like if I look them in the eyes, they're gonna remove part of my soul. Just a funny observation here. Usually, the second type is married to the first type. Opposites attract, I guess. Now, the third type. These are the real, genuine people whose smile makes you feel like you can do anything. That might be a little over-exaggeration, but seriously though, oftentimes these are kind of like the old person in the neighborhood that would bring out ice cream whenever you were playing basketball in the summer. Just great people. Now we were joking about this and having a great time, but it brings up a really good question. Are we as Christians being like a real, genuine person? What? So are we just doing it because we have to? Like, just hanging out with the donuts and just being there because we don't really have anything better to do? Or are we pretending like we have it all figured out? Put on a good face, maybe a good show, and everybody will believe it. You see, that's the thing. 1 and 2 are not honest. Neither one of them are where we should be. Now, am I saying that everyone should be like number 3 and hand out ice cream all the time? Yeah, I love ice cream. Why not? No. You see, when you become a Christian, you don't fulfill a stereotype. It's about being who God created you to be. You know, yourself. Sometimes I'm tired of people faking it. And honestly, I fake it a lot too. So here's to trying to be a little more open, honest, and genuine person. Maybe a little less glass-eyed soul sucker.
Hello, 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 how are you? Hello, 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 how are you? Hello, hello, how are you? Hello, hello, hello.